Hey everyone, I'm Fine, and this is Reach for the Sun, a photosynthesis simulator. Basically, it's a strategy game about growing a plant, which is kind of a crazy idea, but a really funny one. And actually, this game released a few months ago, and I picked it up, and it was a cool idea, a cool concept, but it had one big problem. It was a click fast. You had to click really a lot, and it was less strategy and more clicking. But the devs are really nice for this game, and the devs decided to implement a strategy mode. And since I had some recording issues back then, I did not make a video. But now that the strategy mode is there, I decided, let's try that again, fiddle it around a little bit, and found a solution to record this game. It's not perfect. I think you don't see this totally full screen. There might be little black bars. I'm really sorry for that. In the up and down, top and down, I mean, left and right are big black bars, but that's because the game is not widescreen. I can't do anything about that. So that's sorry for that. But let's ignore that and start the game. Okay, so as I said, this game is about being a plant. And first we will switch to the strategy mode, because strategy mode is way cooler. It's turn-based and it's really strategy and planning and doing stuff. And we will be a sunflower. So the base idea is you take a plant, you take a seed, grow a plant over 1 year, and after the year you collect the seeds and you have more seeds and can buy more plants or upgrades for your garden, which is pretty cool. You can let's show you that really quick. You can buy here stuff, a water pail and a mulch and a fertilizer. That's really funny. And yeah, let's start with the sunflower, because sunflower is the easiest and the first one, and we only have one seed and we can only buy the sunflower. Sunflowers are bright, cheery plants that can grow up to 12 feet high. They are some of the fastest growing plants in the world. Make sure to grow lots of roots to soak in the water you need. And they have different stats. Their over difficulty is easy, seed yield is low, and hardiness is medium. And yeah, let's go into it. They actually forgot to mention that sunflowers are really important if you try to defend your backyard against zombies. But that's a totally different game, so probably not the most important thing here. This seems to be pretty loud. Might have to check that in a second. Yeah, that's the tutorial for strategic mode. No, that looks good. Okay, let's just turn down my headset a little bit then. Okay, so this is the game. This is my little sunflower. It's called Sunny, because why not? You have 3 resources in this game. You have water, you have nutrients, and you have starch. And you have an actual value, is the upper number, and the lower number is the max capacity. And you get from these resources every turn. In the strategy mode. In the other mode, you have to click and it's real time, but it's not quite as fun. So by growing your plant, you improve your resource capacity and your resource gain, and your goal is to produce as much fruit as possible. And so yeah, we start by building some roots, I guess, because roots are pretty important. They produce water and nutrients, and increase the capacity of them as well. So as you can see, right now this root costs 2 water, 2 nutrients, and 2 starch, and we gain 3 water and 4 nutrient capacity. I don't think we see the gain anywhere, but we'll get that as well. You can check on the right. We have 8 and 4 right now, and this will increase now to 20 and 8. So quite a lot actually. And I think we go for another route actually, because we need more nutrients. So we can. Oh yeah, right. These things get more expensive, so that's a problem. The question now is, do we save or do we build a starch stem, not starch? Sorry. We could build a stem, which would increase our capacity, which is not that important right now because we're not getting. Oh wait, actually we're going to get a lot of resources and we'll fill up our capacity. So yes, we should build a stem. So let's do that, and then we are out of resources, and we can enter turn. So what actually happens now is your roots collect water and nutrients, and then your leaves will create starch. by creating starch, they will use water from your water resources though. So you need water to gain starch, not a lot though, and you will get you will get starch from your leaves. And yeah, let's continue growing our sunflower. I'm getting confused by myself. I guess more roots is a good idea, probably. So let's do that. However, that crippled us in terms of nutrients, so we're probably... Well, we can build a leaf, which is a good thing. So let's build another leaf. And we're pretty out of resources again. So that's a big leaf, so that might gain some more nutrients. More starch. We have a pretty good starch gain, but we need more nutrients. So my focus is still on roots, if we can, for the next turn. Oh, it's raining, that's good. So that means we get more water. And more water is always a good thing. So let's build more roots. Yeah, and we're out of nutrients again. That's quite silly, but that's a problem in the beginning. You don't have enough nutrients. Actually, the same in the non-strategy mode. So let's skip to the next turn. And it's still raining, so we're getting tons of water. And we'll build another road to increase our nutrient gain. We have a lot of water gain now, which we don't really need, but well. Okay, roots getting really expensive now, so we should probably... Well, we cannot even build more. So I think we're going... okay, now we could build a stem here, or a flower. We will not build a flower right now, because that would be quite silly. A waste of resources. It's not gaining us anything. I think it's a better idea to produce... to build leaves and roots first, and gain flowers later. So... However, we cannot build a leaf, so I guess we build a stem. And we will build it here because I want to grow my flower as big as possible to get as much flowers as possible in the late game, or in the late part of the year. We're in April right now, you can see in the upper part of the screen, by the way. So we're out of resources again. Let's skip to the next turn. Okay, now we're getting a decent amount of nutrients. Still not that much though, I would like to get more. I think we continue building roots actually. It's quite expensive, but it's pretty good. Because we need more nutrients. Okay, and I think we try to build a leaf now. Yeah, here we can build a leaf, that's good. So we will get more starch as well. And go to the next turn. Grow, Sunny, grow. Turn 6 of 20. And we're in May. Okay, so... Yeah, still the same. Build more roots. The beginning of the game is pretty simple, actually. You build rooms. But it gets a little bit more interesting later on. So, and this is a sunflower, which is the easiest flower, actually. So, it gets a little bit more strategic later on. Well, I could have done different things so far, but I think that's the optimal way. But I'm actually not sure. Maybe not. Maybe there's a better way to doing this. But most of the time, it's good to build resource things in games like this. Well, what are games like this? I mean strategy games, turn-based strategy games, or in general strategy games. It's most of the time it's a good idea to get resource buildings or whatever in the early game. So it's probably the same for this game. Yeah, you can, by the way, see all the costs in the left of the screen, if you didn't notice so far. So we cannot build anything except for pollen, and we don't have a flower yet, so we can't build pollen. So let's skip to the next turn. It's raining, so we get tons of water, more than we can have. So let's build more roots. As long as we're not getting the cap of nutrients, I'm not concerned of building more roots. You could argue you should build more stems. Actually, do stems give nutrient capacity? I think so. No, actually not. It's probably leaves though. Yeah, you could argue you should build more leaves, but as long as we're not getting the cap of nutrients, I'm not convinced of doing so. Instead of building roots. That's my point. But I think we got the maximum of roots anyway now, so I think we're going for more leaves now to get more nutrients. Starch. We will need a good amount of starch later for the flowers, so let's build a leaf here and then end the turn. We have tons of water, way more than we can. Oh, what's the word? Damn it! I hate it. Whatever. More water than we can have in our plant store. More water than we can store. That was the word I was looking for. Okay, so can we build more leaves somewhere or stems? Well, we can build a stem here. Probably a flower. No, another stem. Probably a flower here. Yeah. Okay, so let's build more stems and hope that we can build more leaves. Well, actually, more flowers would be okay too. So. By the way, do flower give capacity? Nope. Okay. So you should build flowers in the late game actually. Well, we're in May right now, so we have a few more months until winter. We could build a leaf, but we have no place for a leaf. We don't have enough resources for flower or stem, so we go for next turn. And right now we have a good amount of resources. So let's see. Build another stem. I think there's space for one more leaf. Yeah, very good. And now we have 4 spots for flowers, if I'm not totally mistaken. And I think that's a maximum for a sunflower. So this is basically the maximum. If we manage to get all these flowers to produce fruit until the end of the year, until December, we have actually maxed it, which would be great. Turn 20, so we have 10 more turns, or 11, actually, which should be enough to produce enough fruit for fruits, I think. And I think we got 8 seeds for fruits, so 2 seeds per fruit, at least for the sunflower. I'm not sure if this is true for all the flowers. So let's produce a sunflower. Whee! Okay, what happens now is you can produce these seeds, pollen, and this will create a bee, and you can drag the bee to a flower. The sunflower is pretty easy. They are all male and female at the same time, so you don't have to worry about that. You have to worry about that with other flowers. So, but for now, it's pretty easy. So the question is, do we? No, I think I will produce more flowers first. Let's see how resources go. Okay. And now get some pollen. There's a bee. Now we can drag the bee to the flower. Great. And we need 3 bees or 3 pollen per flower. And they get more expensive every time, as all the other things too. Okay, and we're out of nutrients, so let's end the turn. This is going pretty well, actually. Because I think it was the right strategy to go full roots in the beginning and leaves afterwards. I think that was probably the right choice. And flowers are getting expensive, so I don't have enough pollen, but I think we have enough time to get all of them. We need to build 1 more flower, which is quite expensive, obviously, but afterwards we can build pollen, and pollen are pretty cheap, and we need a lot of them, but I think we have enough time until December. Should be good. And let's build the 4th flower. Oh, we actually cannot. We don't have enough nutrients. Well, that sucks. Well, then get some pollen, and we will get the nutrients later. So another bee. Pew. And alright, we have to build the fruits as well, which are quite expensive. Well, first fruit. Sweet. And build another pollen. And skip turn. I think we have enough pollen for another flower next turn. Oh wait, we should collect the bee and put it on the flower. So, enough resources for the 4th flower. And then we're out of resources. And we have August. So we should hurry a little bit, but I think we're pretty good actually. Get more pollen. More bees! Oh, that was not the flower I was targeting, but doesn't really matter. So. Great. Next turn. Get another fruit. Well then. And create more pollen. And yeah, we should be ready really early actually. We have September now and we're almost through. So not a big deal. Well, things get expensive now. But I think we're good anyway. Produce 3 more pollen. Well, only 2 this turn. Come here, little bee. Bees and flowers. So it's a game about sex. Nah, not really. And the last bee. And we don't have enough resources for fruit, but we have next turn and we're still in September. So October actually. We're quite early, that's quite good. Sweet. So we got 4 fruits, that's the maximum. Do I have to click? No, I have to wait. By the way, there's a quite pretty good tutorial in the classic mode actually. So you don't have to figure out that all of that on your own. And there's an almanac. And yeah, we'll show you. Oh, we actually get 12 seeds, so we get 3 seeds per fruit, and that's. I think that was actually a pretty perfect run. Pretty good. I'm surprised. So it didn't collect the best time. Oh, because best time is from the classic mode. Okay. There should be best time turns or something for strategy mode as well, but it's not. Well, okay, so next turn, next time we can go for another plant, like the toad lily, or actually we could build a lilac. And or we could buy some upgrades. At least a mulch. What does this give us? In strategy mode, mulch has no effect in strategy mode. So we might not buy that. So I think we go for totally actually in the next video, because I will continue the series because this game is awesome. And I love being a sunflower. Well, we will not be a sunflower, but you know, great game. I know it's quite silly. It's well, it's educational, I guess. It's a great game for kids, I think. Especially with the strategy mode now. The classic mode is a little bit strange. Well, let's show me that really quick. We go for sunflower. No tutorial, please. The tutorial is quite good. It's voice acted and explains a lot of the biology stuff as well, and it's pretty good. The classic mode got changed as well, by the way. It was even more of a clickfest in the beginning of the game. It was quite ridiculous. So everything now is real time. and you have to click these things to get resources. And you see here you lose 1 water to gain some starch. And there will be bugs and stuff, and your plant freezes, which is these things are not in the strategy mode. So yeah, that's it. Right now it's quite slow paced, but a little bit later in the year it gets really fast, and you have to click a lot, and it gets quite annoying. So just to show you the classic mode here right now. Okay, so let's jump out of that. Options for fate. I did not even lose the seed. That's great. Okay, so yeah, that's it. I will do more of this because this game is awesome. I love the idea. So and the devs are really great guys, by the way. Big thanks at them. Their responses in the forum, in the Steam forum, are quite awesome. They are really, I don't know. They are so polite, and that's awesome. Every dev should be like the devs of this game. I actually don't know who they are. There's their credits. Are there credits? No credits. I don't know. I will post a link in the description of the video. So I'm rambling. Thanks a lot for watching. Have fun, and see you next time when we build more plants and fight off these zombies. Or not. There should be zombies in this game.